Plus 2. I'm Caitlin Worth, the instructor for the class. This video is to give you a little tour and guide you through the setup for our course this semester. So I'm in our Moodle site. This first block of the Moodle site contains information and resources that you'll want to refer back to throughout the semester. These are the class announcements. Anything that I need to communicate to the whole class, I will post here. It also gets emailed to your student email account. Next, we have the syllabus and other documents folder. Several things in here that you should read all of, including the syllabus and the online schedule by week. This is a really handy document. You might want to print it or save it to your computer desktop. It gives an overview of the whole semester by week, what we're covering, what's due. It's just nice to be able to see it all at once like that. Next is the course lesson packets. The packets provide a template for you to take notes on the lesson demos. They also contain activities that need to be completed after each demo. You can either print the packets and do your note-taking and activities right in the packet, or you can use a notebook to take notes and complete the activities while you look at the PDF of the packets on your computer. To accompany the course lesson packets are the Math 202 class videos. This link brings you to a playlist in YouTube that contains all of the lessons for the course. Each lesson consists of a demo and a set of activities. You take notes in the course lesson packet or a notebook as you watch each class demo. And then after watching and taking notes in the demo, you attempt the activities from the course lesson packet on your own. The activity videos are also in this playlist if you get stuck while you're working on them. Some of the video titles might have the wrong class number, but the videos in the playlist are in the correct order. And if you just hit play, you can make sure it matches up with the PDF file of the lesson you're working on. Wiley Plus is the online software tool we'll be using to access the textbook, homework, tests, and a bunch of other excellent resources. I'm just going to jump over to Wiley Plus and show you the class there. So once you're signed up and you log in to Wiley Plus, this is what the course will look like. You'll have all the classes that you're taking through Wiley Plus will be listed here, so it will probably just be the one class. We are section 2, so I'm going to open that up. So when you first enter, you see that there's a block for exams and a block for homework. There's 2 exams and a final. This is where you find them. You'll see that they're not available until the week the exam is scheduled. So you can't actually go in there and look at them until that week. But homework is all posted and available now until the end of the semester. So you can see every homework assignment and its due date is here in Wiley Plus. Other things that are in Wiley Plus are the textbook, you can just click no thanks, or you can enter your email so that you can read things offline if you prefer that. So this opens right up to chapter 7.1, and you can navigate using these tools over here. Then we have some modules, which is just kind of fancy terminology for chapters. So if you scroll down a little bit, this is an algebra and trigonometry refresher. If you need any review there, you can check that out. And then we've got some chapters from the textbook. Looks like every chapter is here. We are starting at chapter 6 and moving forwards from there. So I'm going to edit this a little bit and take out anything that we won't be covering. Okay, assignments. This is just a repeat of the front page. We've got homework and exams. Grades, this is strictly your homework grade here. Your overall course grade is posted in Moodle. And then Wiley Plus support is just, if something's not working properly. All right, so hopping back over to our Moodle site, the next thing in this block is my office hours. This link is a link to a Zoom room. I will be in there for office hours at these times. For security reasons, I have a waiting room set up on my Zoom room that you will land in when you click that link. And in order for me to let you into the main room from the waiting room, you have to be using your name that appears on the course roster, which you can update with a preferred name in my GCC. And then the last thing is the virtual studio schedule. The link to get to the studio is inside this schedule document. So you click on this link, it takes you to the math studio. The math studio is staffed by math faculty. You can see most days, nearly all day. And they will be in there prepared to help you with whatever you're working on. All right, you can also access the studio over here on the right under student support. There's the math studio right here. And then there's also peer tutoring. They're excellent. And they offer virtual tutoring now. Smart Thinking is an after-hours tutoring service if peer tutoring is closed. And then we also have tech support and additional supports like the library, disability services, counseling, etc. All right, so if we keep scrolling here, underneath the main block, you can see that every week of the semester is listed here. You open up a week by clicking over on the left. And every week has a very similar format. So I'll open up just a few so you can see they all start with a checklist. And then we'll just go in and look at the checklist. You can check things off as you complete them. You're watching this video, so you'll be able to check that off in a minute. To complete the checklist, anything that you need to be able to complete this checklist either lives up here in the main course block or is posted immediately underneath the checklist. So this first checklist, you need some things from up above, but then you also need to post in this discussion forum. You need to watch the course intro video, so it's right here for you to click and watch. And then you need to register for Wiley Plus and download GeoGebra. So everything that you need to complete this checklist is right beneath it. And you see every week looks really similar. There's a checklist followed by all the things you need to complete the checklist. Very similar week to week. These checklists match the course schedule by week that I showed you earlier. So you can use one, use the other, use both to make sure you're doing the things you need to be doing each week. Okay, last thing I'm going to show you is where to find your grades. So this little menu in the upper left here, if you click that, you can click on grades, and this is where all your grades will be. I will update your homework grade from Wiley Plus about once a week. Discussion forums, I'm not going to update at all until the end of the semester. And then as you submit quizzes and I grade them, your grades will appear here. As you take exams in Wiley Plus, I will put your grades in here. And then you'll see we have a category called ungraded stuff. So all of your checklists, they appear in the grade book, but they are worth 0% of your grade. So I have a 10% on that first checklist because I just checked off one item. So they do not count as part of your grade, but I can see what you've checked off. All right, so I think that's a pretty good overview of the class. Please reach out if you have any questions, and I look forward to working with you this semester.